From the very first moment my eyes fell upon you, before you even spoke a single word, before you even knew my name, my heart had already chosen. There was no debate, no hesitation, no question lingering in my mind. It was as if the universe itself whispered your name into my soul, as if the air I breathed carried your essence. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and in that single decision, I changed the course of my life forever. I was raised to lead, to rule, to stand above others with unshaken resolve. Every lesson drilled into me was about strength, control, and power. They taught me that emotions are weakness, that attachments are dangerous, that love is a vulnerability a prince cannot afford. And for years, I believed them. I buried my heart beneath layers of ice and iron, convincing myself that nothing could touch me. But you shattered all of it without even trying. With one glance, you dismantled every wall I had built. Why, baby, I decided it for you, because for the first time, I found something worth breaking all my rules for. You are my freedom and my prison, my light and my shadow. There are days when I feel at peace because of you, and nights when I feel consumed by the thought of losing you. That fear has turned me into something fierce, something unrelenting. The crown they place upon my head may command armies, but the vow I made to you commands me. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and I will protect that choice with a ferocity that the world will tremble to witness. If they tried to take you from me, they would see a side of me no enemy has ever lived to describe. The man they see in court, the calm, regal prince that is but a mask. Beneath it lies a storm that would raise kingdoms to ash for you. I would rewrite laws, burn alliances, silence entire bloodlines if even one dared to threaten you. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and I will guard you as fiercely as a dragon guards its treasure because you are my greatest treasure, my irreplaceable truth. But when it is just us, when the world fades away and only your heartbeat fills the silence, I am not a prince or ruler. I am only a man, kneeling before the one who holds my soul in their hands. You humble me, you undo me, you make me wish I could give you more than everything because everything still feels too little. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and no crown, no wealth, no victory could ever compare to the simple grace of being yours. Even if the skies fall, even if the oceans dry, even if the stars burn out one by one, my decision will not waver. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and for as long as I exist, I will keep deciding it, again and again, without end. And now with each breath I take, that decision only grows stronger, deeper, sharper. It is no longer just a vow spoken in silence, or a thought hidden in the corners of my mind. It has become my very identity. There is no part of me untouched by you. Every glance I cast upon the world is through the lens of your existence. Every choice I make is guided by the need to keep you safe, to keep you close, to keep you mine. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and that single choice has rewritten my destiny entirely. You have to understand, for you, I lived in a cold, ordered world. A life ruled by duty, shaped by politics, and chained by expectations that were never my own. They told me who I should be, what I should want, who I should love. But none of it mattered. Their plans, their crowns, their rulers, they all crumbled the moment you walked into my life. I looked at you, and for the first time, I saw truth. A truth so powerful, it made every other voice go silent. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and I would defy every law and every tradition if it meant keeping that truth alive. You might not see it, but your presence has altered me in ways I can barely put into words. The man I was before you was cold, calculating, untouchable. Now I burn. I burn when you look at me. I burn when someone else even dares to glance your way. I burn when you are near, and I burn even more when you are far. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and this fire will never fade, not while I breathe, not while my heart beats. The world does not understand this kind of love, nor could it ever accept it. They call it obsession. They call it madness. They call it dangerous. Perhaps they are right. Perhaps I have become something terrifying because of you. But I do not care. I was never made to love gently, never made to love halfway. My love is complete, absolute, unrelenting. My baby, I decided it for you, and I will hold to that decision even if it makes me a monster in their eyes. And if they ever try to come between us, they will learn the full depth of my devotion. I do not make threats, I make promises. If one hand reaches for you, I will cut down 10. If one voice dares to speak against you, I will silence 100. I will dismantle kingdoms stone by stone, burn armies to ash, and tear the heavens from them. And tonight, as I stand here in the silence of my chambers, staring at the crimson-stained horizon, I feel the weight of that decision pressing against my chest like a blade. It is a beautiful kind of pain, one that reminds me why I fight, why I rule, why I exist at all. Everything I am, everything I have done, every step I have taken, it has always been leading here to you. The court whispers of power, of alliances, of kingdoms rising and falling like waves, but they do not see the truth behind my every move. They think I am a prince consumed by ambition, but the reality is far simpler, far more dangerous. My baby, I decided it for you, and every alliance I forge, every enemy I crush, every drop of blood spilled in my name, all of it is to ensure that no shadow ever touches you. Today they dare to test me. They spoke your name in a room where they had no right to utter it, their voices laced with poison, their smiles sharp with malice. I stood there unmoving, while they talked as if you were nothing more than a pawn on their board. Inside I burned. I wanted to tear down the walls around us, and show them what it means to speak of you in such a way. My baby, I decided it for you, and I will never allow another soul to think they can touch what is mine. I listened to their schemes, their veiled threats, and with every word they spoke, my resolve grew colder, sharper. They believed me to be calm, but that calmness is the stillness of a storm gathering its full strength. When I left that room, I carried their words with me like a wound that refuses to close. And as I walked through the hallways of this palace, the corridors lined with banners and portraits of kings long dead, I realized something undeniable: this crown on my head is meaningless without you. These halls are nothing but empty echoes unless your ladder fills them. The throne they expect me to sit upon feels like stone beneath my skin unless your hand rests in mine. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and because of that, I will turn this entire empire into a sanctuary where you will never have to fear a single glance or whisper. But the darkness within me does not always remain silent. When I am alone, it speaks. It tells me to go further, to be relentless, to ensure that no one even dreams of challenging my claim to you. I do not know when my love became this wild, this consuming, but perhaps it was always destined to be this way. A love like ours cannot be soft or ordinary. It is fierce, it is unyielding, it is as eternal as the stars themselves. My baby, I decided it for you, and if the cost of that decision is becoming a tyrant in their eyes, then let them call me one. I will wear their hatred like armor, so long as it means you are untouched. Tonight, I stand at my balcony, the cool night air brushing against my face, and I imagine you asleep, far from the chaos of court, safe in the sanctuary I built for you. Do you dream of me the way I dream of you? Do you know that while you sleep, I remain awake, watching over a world that would tear itself apart if it meant reaching you? Why, baby, I decided it for you, and while the rest of the world slumbers, I plan, and I plot, and I ensure that nothing will ever come between us. But tomorrow they will see. Tomorrow, those who dare to speak your name with malice will learn the price of their folly. I will not need to raise my voice. I will not need to make a spectacle of my wrath. My actions will speak for me, as they always have. Their fear will spread through the court like wildfire, and no one will ever dare to repeat today's mistake. Why, baby, I decided it for you, and tomorrow, I will remind them all why that decision is final and absolute. And when the day ends, when the palace grows silent once more, I will return to you. I will kneel before you not as a prince, not as a ruler, but as a man who belongs entirely to you. I will take your hands in mine, and I will whisper the same words I have whispered since the beginning. My baby, I decided it for you. And you will know, without a doubt, that everything I am, and everything I have done has always been for you alone. And now, they will see what those words truly mean. The dawn came pale and cold, the sun struggling to rise behind the veil of storm clouds that had gathered overnight. It felt almost poetic, as though the very sky knew what was to come, as though the heavens themselves held their breath. My steps were silent as I walked down the great hall, the weight of my cloak trailing behind me like a shadow. Guards lined the corridor, their eyes fixed forward, their bodies tense, but not one of them dared to meet my gaze. They could feel the fury beneath my calm exterior, the storm raging just beneath the surface. When I entered the council chamber, the room fell into a suffocating silence. The men who had spoken of you yesterday sat there, their false bravado clinging to them like cheap perfume. Their smiles were gone, ripple.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never